Wow, we have some crazy balancing changes coming.
Yeah, it's that Super Bowl, no Shima flow. Yeah.
If you don't already know, the Garena version of Call of Duty Mobile gets updates before the global version, which is the version that I play, and I assume you probably play as well. But anyways, we have the Garena Call of Duty Mobile Facebook page pulled up here, and I haven't done one of these videos in a while, but we're going to be going over the patch notes, and this is a really big patch. That's why I figured it'd be good to make a video out of. Soldiers, we have been strictly monitoring the game, and we noticed that there are some balancing needs to be made. Check out the details below. Okay, so we got general balance. Red dot sights and hollow sights no longer reduce ADS speed. This is actually one of the coolest balances on this list because it goes perfectly with the gunsmith. And if you guys don't already know, when you attach a scope to a gun in gunsmith, it takes up a slot. You only get 5 slots. So you attaching the scope is kind of like hurting your gun as a whole because it takes up a slot, so now you can't actually attach like another attachment because you're using that slot for a scope. So it's like an indirect nerf to scopes, but this is kind of balancing it out because they're buffing scopes now, making it so they don't actually take away from the ADS speed of your gun, which before the gunsmith they always slightly reduced the ADS speed of your weapon. But as you guys can see now, red dots and hollows no longer reduce ADS speed, so pretty good. Alright, next up, increase sprint to fire speed of all weapons, increase sprint to ADS speed of all weapons. So, we saw this when Gunsmith got introduced. Basically, every gun's getting a buff. So, sprint to fire speed, it's really just, you sprinting and then you suddenly just start shooting. That happens a lot quicker, and then, same thing for sprint to ADS speed. Reduces the hip fire accuracy of the Merc grip. I didn't really know if the Merc grip was originally OP or not. I just know that it was a grip that people would use for recoil stability. I'm assuming it was a little bit OP because here they're saying reduce the hip fire accuracy. I don't know. Probably good though. If they're specifically nerfing an attachment, that probably means it was a little bit overtuned. So good balance there. Okay, now we're getting into the specific gun balances here. So we got the chopper, reduced hip fire accuracy of heavy grip. That makes sense, because if you didn't know, the chopper actually had really broken hip fire, just like the cordite did. So I totally get why they did this. Reduce the weapon sway from breathing of all sniper rifles and marksman rifles. This is big. This is big because what this does, so if you don't know already, you probably notice it, but when you're sniping and you're just aiming at a target, your scope, or if you're using like a marksman rifle, your iron sight will slightly sway, like just a little bit. So it's like not like you can't like just aim at something and hope somebody's gonna walk into your crosshair because your gun is constantly just swaying slightly. So they just reduce the sway, so that kind of makes snipers better, especially snipers with like 8x scopes, because the more magnification on your scope, the more sway it seems like the gun has. It's kind of hard to like visualize, but you have to actually see it in the game. Okay, next up here, we got DLQ33/snipers. I'm not sure what that's. I think it's just sniper /locust/R250. Okay, increase ADS speed. Increase ADS speed. That's pretty much it. But hey, I'll take it. I mean, we got the Kilo, which is kind of OP right now. It just seems like it's so much better than all the other snipers. So they're increasing the ADS speed for like the other snipers, which I mean, it's kind of like an indirect nerf to the Kilo, but it also buffs the other snipers, so I mean, it's pretty good. Increase ADS speed for those 4 snipers there. Reduce the ADS speed debuff from attachments for sniper rifles and marksman rifles. So what this is saying, it's kind of weird, but it's saying the attachments for snipers and marksman rifles that make it so the ADS time is longer, or I guess it nerfs the ADS time, they're making it so it's not as bad. Like, it doesn't nerf it as bad. So the debuff, meaning like opposite of buff, so the nerf from those attachments that, nerf the ADS speed, they're reducing it. So they're making it better, basically. But yeah, I mean, that's pretty good. They're nerfing, or excuse me, they're buffing snipers once again here. QQ9, increase the recoil and reduce damage to limbs. This is big. This is big, because as you guys know, the QQ9 is like arguably the best SMG right now in the game. Honestly, there's so many good SMGs right now, so it's really hard to say. But that's really big. I mean, recoil, the QQ9 already has a good amount of recoil. Of course, if you put the right attachments on it, it can really just have no recoil at all. But increasing the recoil is kind of a big deal, and reducing damage to limbs is a big deal. I mean, that could be arms, that could be legs. That's kind of a big deal. Arctic 50 with stopping power mag, increased rate of fire, or increased rate why can't I read today, guys? Increase fire rate, ADS speed, and recoil control. If I'm reading this correctly, this is a really big buff to the stopping power mag for the Arctic 50. It's saying it's increasing the fire rate, increasing the ADS speed, and recoil control. So this is a little bit confusing, because if it's increasing the ADS speed, that could mean that it's like making it more of an ADS speed, but I don't think that's what it's trying to say. I think it's saying like making the ADS speed faster and making the recoil control easier. So I think it's a buff to the stopping power mag. Moving on to the next one, we got the Pharaoh here. Increased overall recoil and reduced damage to the lower body. I don't really know why they're nerfing the Pharaoh, to be completely honest. I mean, it's good. I get it. It pretty much one-shots people. It does one-shot people at really close range if you hit them in the right spot. But, like, it's not that broken. I don't know. Maybe it is now with Gunsmith. I haven't used it since the Gunsmith update, but they're increasing the recoil and they're reducing the damage to the lower body. Okay, it continues onto the lower body. Just kind of like, just the formatting is a little bit weird. Yeah, okay. I don't know what you guys think about that one. They're nerfing the Pharaoh. BK57, fix the description of the 7.62 mm mag. Updated description to say increased headshot damage. Okay, I'm not really sure if that actually is a buffer or nerf. I think it's just fixing the description. Yeah. Cordite. ADS, oh, this is big here, because Cordite's popular, Cordite's really good, so let's pay close attention. ADS bullet spread accuracy is reduced. Ammo capacity of extended mags is reduced. Yikes, that's big. Okay, so especially that first one. ADS bullet spread accuracy is reduced. So this is basically how, I guess, concentrated or how dense the bullet spread is of the cordite when you're scoped in. So say you're scoped in on a certain target. After this nerf, even if you're scoped in on a target, those bullets might spread a little bit outside of the target. That's what, you know, reduced ADS bullet spread accuracy is. And also, one of the best aspects of the cordite being like the big mag size, they're nerfing it. Ammo capacity of extended mags is reduced. But I mean, it's just the extended mag, so it's not that big of a deal. You know, you can use fast reload on it, or you can just not use a mag at all. It's just the nerf to extended mags, which makes sense because one of the extended mags could give you, I think it was a 90 bullet cordite. So yeah, that kind of makes sense. That's a little bit OP. A 90 bullet cordite. Throwable balance, Molotov, decreased damage per... Oh yeah, this is big, by the way, because we hate the Molotov, man. Everyone's using it, and it's so annoying, so thank God. Decreased damage per second and total duration. Initial damage will only happen after explosion. I'm not exactly sure what it means by that. Initial damage will only happen after... I think it's just meaning there is no more initial damage. Like, right when you hit somebody with a Molotov, the second it hits, there's no damage the second it hits. It only happens, like, after, like, as you burn from the fire. And, of course, they're decreasing the damage and the duration. I think that's a pretty hefty nerf. I don't think we're going to have to worry about the Molotov anymore. At least, let's cross our fingers, right? Modification of BR weapon camos. Weapons camos. Okay, spawned weapons in BR will no longer have skins. Camos set by players and loadouts will be applied instead. Oh, okay, gotcha. I think that's pretty cool. And speaking of BR, I plan on making a BR video soon because I haven't played COD Mobile BR yet. Okay, yeah, I've played it like a little bit, but I've never done it like on a recorded video. You know what I mean? Like, I've never uploaded any Battle Royale stuff. But see, I keep hearing good things about Battle Royale this season, so I'm going to have to try it. But anyways, well, that is it for the video. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, of course, leave a like, subscribe to the channel for some more Call of Duty Mobile content. We are really close to 200K. So that's it from me. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.